afternoon, sir. Good
Yeah,
afternoon, ma'am.
please. लगता है देखने में ही हो. Akshansh.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You are in Indian Police Service?
Yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Undergoing training or?
No, sir. I'm 2019 batch Indian Police Service officer.
Achha, 2019 batch.
Sir.
Why you want to lose 4 years seniority to join IS?
So when I started preparation for UPSC, so IS was my first priority, and during the last 2 years I was in training, so I was not allowed to give the exam. And I'm pretty much happy in IPS, the kind of opportunity that it has provided me, but the kind of exposure and diversity in IS is much more than the IPS. So that's why I want to give
You
it a
can
try.
go into any ministry as joint secretary as IPS officer also.
Yes, sir.
You can
but-
have that diversity.
Sir, but in the early years of service, the field is a bit narrow, only related to law and order and not other areas of society, sir.
So you'll be able to lose 4 years of service to join the IAS.
Sir, if I get selected, then definitely it will be a loss.
Okay. What is your optional?
So, geography.
Geography. How does geography determine politics? Geography, to some extent, they say that it determines politics of a country or a politics of a state also. Does
Sir,
geography determines the politics of a country?
So, geography plays a very important role in determining the politics of any region. If we take the example of present day geopolitics, so the major geopolitical arena, whether it is the Central Asia, Middle East, or the South China.
Take an example of a nation. Tell me how the geography has determined the politics of that country. One nation, any nation.
Sir, if we take the example of Israel, so the location of Israel after the Second World War, the Jews were allowed to settle in the Middle East region, and the area was dominated by Arabs. So since that time, the people in the area, in the Arab countries, they were not very much favorable for settlement of Jews in that area, and they were continuously in struggle with Israel, and Israel has fought several wars with its Arab neighbors. Sir.
So how is it determined the politics of Israel? I am saying geography determines the politics of that nation. How is it determines the
geographical
politics
location
of
of
that
Israel
nation?
in that region has determined the
Politics
closer-
of Israel?
Yes, sir. Israel is regularly in conflict with Saudi Arabia or Egypt or Iran. At the same time, Israel has developed a good relation with the US because US has been supporting it. So it has been part of that US bloc in the global relation.
Okay. You see, lately, 2-3 years ago, the DGP of a state filed a case against the Home Minister.
So,
Okay. That happened in Maharashtra. What you would have done if you had been DGP?
so it depends.
You know the Paramveer
Yes,
Singh's case and Deshmukh case. What would you have done in that seat?
Sir, if there is any violation of law, any criminal law, then there is no other option other than going by the book and file a
Only
case.
when you are transferred, then you will register the case. But you will not register the case beforehand.
No, sir, whenever any...
Paramveer Singh got the case registered on the day he was transferred.
Sir, whenever I got to know about any irregularity or any illegal thing done, at the same time I'll book the case. And
So you will support the action of Paramveer Singh. You
Sir.
support the action of Paramveer Singh.
Sir, I'm not aware about the details of the case, sir.
You should be aware. You are in the police. That is in the news.
Sir, I'll read about it, sir.
Okay. What is the difference between police commissionerate system and the SSP, normal district police system?
Sir, in a district setup, there is a coordination between district police and the district magistrate. So, number of powers like the magisterial power, licensing power, they are in the hand of district magistrate. So, if we have to take any action like preventive custody and all, we have to forward the proposal to the district magistrate for his approval. While in commissionerate, under the City Police Act, these licensing power, magisterial power, they are given to the City Police Commissioner of Police. So it brings a kind of make the policing more efficient and fast track and prompt action can be taken, sir.
So therefore, the police commissioner system, according to you, is better.
Sir, as recommended by various commission in urban areas which has a population of more than 10 lakh, for a better and efficient administration, Commissionerate has to be included. Sir.
Has it failed anywhere? Has it failed anywhere? Police Commissionerate system.
Sir, I am not aware of.
Has anybody asked for the SP system instead of the Police Commissionerate system?
Sir, I am not aware about.
You are not aware. Okay. Tell me, what are the 3 qualities of this Indian Administrative Service which fascinate you? It is only diversity is one you mentioned.
Sir.
Any other? 2 others?
So one is the diversity, as you said.
You
Second is coordination with the number of department and ministry. It is not that okay, once you are posted in a field, then you will work.
You say that the work of coordination which they do.
Yes, sir.
That fascinates you.
Yes, sir.
On number
with
3?
Other departments.
Number
And
3?
sir, learning opportunity. In IAS, so we get to work in different fields, so we'll get to know about different fields. So the lifelong learning, it can be pursued in IAS, sir.
That lifelong learning is not there in the police?
Sir, policing is like or other services, they in a long term we develop a kind of domain expertise. So in IAS, so we have the opportunity to work in different sector and know about different areas.
What is your view on Saudi Arabia-Iran relationship which has developed recently?
Sir, these are the Saudi Arabia and Iran, these are the major powers of the Middle East, and better relation between these 2 countries will be beneficial for the stability of the entire Middle East region as well as the stability of Asia and the Arab world. So,
And consequences for India?
sir, if these 2 powers come together, India being a country which has major Muslim population, so it will also positively impact the security and stability of India, as well as India do not have to being more cautious in trade relation. India can maintain friendly relation with both the country without worrying too much about their consequences.
Don't you think Chinese influence will impact us?
Sir, China is definitely emerging as a big global power, but there is something that we can't do anything. We have to evolve ourselves also as a major economic and military power, and so that countries can rely on India also in the same way as they are relying on China.
Okay, Akshansh.
So,
It is said Indian bureaucracy is in the hangover of colonial past. How do you react to this?
sorry, sir, Indian?
Indian bureaucracy
Sir.
in the hangover of colonial past. How do you react to this?
Sir, there is a
It is
certain...
arrogant, corrupt, whatsoever.
Sir, there has been some amount of truth in the statement because the Indian bureaucracy was created by the British to control the India and to perpetuate their rule. So the role of bureaucracy was to regulate. But now the government has brought a large number of changes in last 75 years since independence to transform the role of bureaucracy from regulator to facilitator.
It has really changed, or still it is arrogant?
Sir, large number of changes have come, but a lot needs to be done, sir.
Okay. What has happened recently in Finland? Why the Prime Minister of Finland has lost the election? Have you got some idea about Finland?
Yes, sir.
What happened there?
So the ruling party, it came third in
Why she lost the election? She was very popular.
She was popular, but because of one of the major reason for the fall of the government and a new party coming to power was the inflation because of the
That
war.
was the inflation, or either some CD was leaked there. That was another cause, I think. Exuberant dancing
Yes, sir.
and the drugs also.
So,
I don't know. This was in the
private
paper.
party, yes,
It was in the news. So the joining of NATO
Sir.
was also her mistake, I think. Anyway, can you justify Indian policy, foreign policy in Russian-Ukraine war? What our interests are?
Sir, India has taken a stand that...
That we know taken a stand, but how you can justify it?
Sir, India has taken the stand which is promoting Indian interest. India has not taken the line which is being set by the US or the Western power. And India has been also pushing both the
What our
countries.
interests are, I mean, the continental interest you see, the maritime interest you see. Our continental interest, what are our continental
So
interests?
aligning with the Russia, it is going to help India in securing its energy needs, because Russia has a large amount of energy reserve in Arctic and Far East region. So it is definitely going to help India. And in terms of agricultural and other export, like IT export, medicinal export, so Russia is a big market, as well as investment opportunities are there in Russia. In terms of geopolitics, Russia, China, these countries are important for India, because India being a member of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, so they for the regional stability also, and countering Pakistan and stability of Indian subcontinent. India's alignment with Russia and multi-alignment, I would say, with the US and Russia.
Okay, your clear view on AUKUS. Should India join AUKUS or not?
So firstly, there has to be a clarity about the role of AUKUS, whether it will be an economic grouping, political grouping.
That we know is a military alliance. Rather, I say it is a purchasing shop, what I read and summarize through the papers.
Sir,
So now, we should join or not?
sir,
And if we join it, why? And not if not join, then why not?
so given the amount of resources that AUKUS has, like US and UK, they have number of islands in Indo-Pacific region. So it will definitely improve India's.
It will not put confrontation India to the Russia or to the China or to the Pakistan.
Sir, there are possibilities of that also. These countries will not be liking if
Till
India.
today, India is partner of any military alliance.
Sir, India have not joined any military.
So why to invite them?
Sir,
We are purchasing arms from Russia as well as from the France. It is not the policy of US to de-alienate the India from the France.
Sir, India has been aligning with all the countries depending upon the India's interest. Like India have purchased Rafale aircraft from France. At the same time, India has been in talks for purchase of S-400 missile defense system with
No, the
Russia.
purchasing is different, but because we are member of the alliance, then it is a different thing. We are purchasing from the US also, purchasing from France also.
Sir.
Then there is no harm in purchasing.
Sir, India has signed 4 foundational military agreements with the US, but till now India has refrained from joining any military alliance. So, in line with that policy, if it is clearly outlined that AUKUS is a military alliance, then it would be better for India to refrain from joining if it's a military alliance.
That's very true.
Which act is more important for a police official, especially SHO level? Criminal Procedure Code or the Indian Penal Code?
Sir, both have their importance. The procedure is given in criminal
Which is more important and why? I am not giving you a choice. Both are important. Which is more important and why?
Sir, criminal procedure.
If you want to say, if you want to train the officer, you will like to train them first in Criminal Procedure Code or first in Indian Penal Code?
Sir, if I have to choose between
These
these
two.
two, then criminal procedure code is more important.
Why?
Because, sir, because following the procedure, it ultimately leads to for detection of crime and from prevention, detection, and ultimately leading to conviction. So we have to be well versed in the procedure.
Okay. Right, your interview is over. Which is your cadre?
So
AKSHANSH?
Telangana Kada.
Telangana. cadre.
Telangana.
Okay, fine. Your interview is over, AKSHANSH. You have done quite well. Tell me now your questions from your side. Any questions you want to ask from your side?
Sir, I have read number of transcript and few boards. They ask the first question, introduce yourself. So in that, I'll just give my name, my hometown, and for past 4 years, I have been working in Indian Police Service. But in the mock, this was not the question. So from that number
It is
of
not
questions-
necessarily.
Yes, sir.
I don't think that they ask that question UPSC.
Sir.
Usually, I don't think that they ask that question, introduce yourself to the board.
Sir,
if you have
but,
seen the transcripts, you must have seen. They are not asking you to introduce
So
yourself.
there are
to the
certain boards which are asking this question.
Very,
like
very-
RN Chaube sir board. First question is this.
board. Very, very, very less. Out of
Sir.
3, it's very, very less.
So in my introduction, if I mention I am a 2019 batch IPS officer,
Yeah.
I have worked in Bhadrachalam, which is one of the 25 severe LW affected.
Don't mention that.
Sir,
You
I
say
want
that
them to ask question on LWA. My
I
present
agree. I
posting.
agree. Then that is too obvious.
Sir,
That is too obvious.
sir, I should not
Don't
do that.
don't say that. You say 2019 batch Telangana police officer. Let them ask you another question.
Sir,
They will ask you on the police service. They will ask you on the how to police service versus Indian administrative service. They will ask
Sir.
you, and then you can mention somewhere, sir. You can take some example of Bhadrachalam and you can say that.
Sir.
If you want to bring in Bhadrachalam, then you bring in Bhadrachalam by giving some example in that answer. Don't directly, that will become too obvious.
Sir.
Any other question
Sir.
from your side?
So one more thing.
How many marks you got in the 2019 interview?
Sir, I got 157, I think.
Okay. You see, basically, one, as an IAS officer, I would feel 2019 batch IPS officer should not go into the IAS after losing 4 years seniority. 1 year seniority, I would say okay. 4 year seniority is slightly too much. Losing 4 year seniority, IAS officer is 2 years senior to the IPS officer of the same batch. That is the rule. Losing 4 year seniority is not making that. It's not done.
Sir.
In 2019 batch, you will go further as an IPS officer, as an IAS officer. You might retire as additional secretary if you're 4 year junior. What is your age?
Sir, 26.
26. Now,
Sir.
so then 22, at the age of 22, you might go very, very far in the IPS. You might be the senior most officer sometime.
Sir.
Thank you. All the best.